sexually-oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 3, 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. Hey, that was scary.
Spooky.
We got a real special LoveLine show planned for you tonight. Tonight, me and Drew are going to talk to very, very scary callers. Drew, shut the door, would you, honey bun?
Waiting for a coffee.
Thank you. And maybe a little lightning round tonight. Work the traffic in and the weather and the surf report.
Another mattress in lanes last night.
That may be worked into the lightning round tonight. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist, everybody. And he looks like a gay Merlin, or possibly Doug Henning's homo brother tonight.
Oh, really? Did Doug Henning paint himself up like this?
He wore jumpsuits that looked like that.
His posters and things always have weird kind of rainbows.
Yes. Yeah. Drew's puss was
painted.
Airbrush?
Yeah.
Is that all right with you?
Well, the kids were doing it, and so...
All right.
Everyone's doing it.
Yeah, you look extra super gay. I mean,
and I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time in my life.
Drew has, well, hold on a second. Drew has essentially like a galaxy painted on his forehead and on his cheeks and on his chin. He has a star, and it's all baby blue, white, and
nice.
Sprinkly, shiny, sparklies.
Yeah.
It's some of the gayest paint I've ever seen on a man.
Yeah,
and why isn't it on your face? Why is it just on your forehead and around your chops and chin?
The guy just did it there.
I see. How much does that cost?
I don't know. This guy was just doing everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was this?
At a friend's party.
Yeah, good times.
See, because he did. Paulina was dressed up like a tiger. He did a tiger face on her that was insane, or a leopard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was nice.
Let me, see, that's the whole thing about running with your crowd, Drew. You go to a party and there's just stuff there.
Right.
There's those
stuff to do.
Giant jump around inflatable rooms for the kids. They rented a Papa Shot and a mule for people to ride around on. There's a full spread. The kind of parties I was used to going to were like, if you're lucky, somebody made some cupcakes. And then as I got older, it was the party where, as you went to the fridge and tried to grab a beer, some guy tackled you and told you that was his six-pack.
That's coming.
Is that coming for your kids?
Yeah, for the kids, yeah.
I don't know. See, I think they just think every party has a whole bunch of, like, expensive freebies. Do you know what I mean?
Activities, yeah.
Yeah, activities. That's unheard of in for the poor people.
Believe me, it's not something that occurs to me even.
Well, you had a psychic and a hop around at your last party.
That's my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What'd that psychic cost, by the way?
I have no idea.
Yeah, never did get that reading.
I carefully did not want to know.
She was real good, except for she forgot about the September 11th.
They all must
tragedy.
They all forgot about it. They all need to turn in their licenses.
They didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
They did know that somebody's mother-in-law was going to get laid off from work,
and they wouldn't find Sandra Levy.
And they wouldn't find Sandra Levy, but they just didn't. They just didn't get the negative energy of the 6,000 people that died. It's interesting how they missed that one. All right. So, Drew's looking extra gay tonight.
Extra super gay.
Extra super gay. I mean, you really need to see him. And doesn't that bother you? Don't you want to wash it off?
Deal with the fact that I am gay. The paint, the airbrush stuff does not bother me.
Interesting.
It's the only kind of makeup that doesn't bug me.
All right. Ricky?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Well, first off, I want to say I listen to y'all's show a pretty good bit, mainly to hear people's questions that I want to ask. And they never get asked, so I had to finally break down and call.
All right.
Well, like in the bedroom, I just got married last month. I prematurely ejaculate.
Well, we never had that one before.
And how long before you go?
Well, I mean, this is like, the first time, it could be a matter of seconds, maybe 5 to 10.
How about the second time?
Takes about maybe 5 minutes.
Holy Christ.
That's all right. Is your wife okay with all this?
Yeah, I'm sure she's ecstatic.
She says she's fine with it, but,
Hold on, if she's fine with it, just means she doesn't like you being on top of her.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
No, I mean, for some women, 5 minutes is all right.
And how do you... No, well, 5 minutes, that's the second time.
Yeah, but I mean, she may still be... You know.
It's funny, too. It's like he said sometimes 5, sometimes 10. It's like, sir, boy, when you're counting the difference between 5 seconds and a 10-second ejaculation, that's bad times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, second time 5 minutes, though, right?
Second time's 5 minutes, but the first time could be 5 or 10 seconds.
Well, it's, factor of 2.
Wow. That's true. It's 100% 100% improvement on the 10-second one. And what would half a minute be, like 1,000% or 600 or something?
So Ricky, you're just worried about this first go round, but your wife's okay with this?
Well, she says she is, but I mean, it's getting where now I don't. How
about?
Do you give her oral sex?
Yeah.
And do you do a good job with that?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have an orgasm?
Yeah, that's mainly how she does.
Okay.
There you go.
And how about you taking care of yourself? 15 minutes before you become intimate with her.
Yeah, I've tried that. I've tried several different methods. I mean, some people have told me, a couple different things.
Like
what? Like masturbate before.
Right. How'd that work?
Some guy at work told me one time, try putting Orajel on your head, and it'll kind of numb it up and whatever.
Whoa. Orajel. On the head of your penis.
That burned like hell. Yeah. That burned everybody. Good.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, good times.
But,
put fire in the end of your penis. That'll impress your partner.
Yeah, so how did the masturbation thing work?
I mean, it took me a little longer to get up, I guess.
To get up?
But,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, still, once we started, I mean, it was just...
Back again.
Yeah.
All right.
I find this, I can't...
And that's baffling for you.
It's baffling for me.
Yeah.
It really is. But I understand it's a legitimate problem. He's 20. He'll find a rhythm with his wife. Well, and he's got the second time. And the first time isn't really like a first time because it takes 8 seconds.
Right. The second time he's doing okay. She's okay with it. There is medication. The serotonin reuptake inhibiting drugs like Prozac will delay things.
You get on them full time or you just take them that night?
I've never prescribed them for this. I believe it's full time.
It seems like a lot to do something full time.
I agree with you. I wouldn't be inclined. That's why I haven't prescribed that. I'm not inclined to do that.
But what about something? Is there something you can take 4 hours earlier?
Really, it's just about sustaining the erection and taking Viagra. That's the other thing they can do.
But he's still going to have the orgasm with Viagra.
Yeah, but he's still good to go.
But what if he took the serotonin reuptake inhibitor drug, took like 2 of them like 3 hours before it was time to have sex?
I've never seen any descriptions of that kind of intervention.
Okay. Let's talk to Jeff. Jeff?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just wanted to speak to the whole junior college thing.
Mm-hmm.
Still from last night.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what was playing?
Yeah.
It was from last night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see. You're calling you're hearing the show on a day delay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. All right.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say I respect you both. I respect your opinions.
Wait, I didn't say anything about junior college, did I?
Drew laughs at junior college, too, though. Admit it, Drew.
No, I just said I'd fall on a sword. I wasn't even talking about junior college. I was talking about California State College, wasn't I?
No, you're talking about Northridge, Cal State Northridge specifically. Go ahead.
Well, I just think that, I had some problems with depression and such when I was in my first year of college, and I had to stop for a while, and now I'm just getting back on my feet, and I'm at junior college, and personally I think there's a lot of people who are there to learn, and I think you had a valid point that there's a lot of people that aren't really motivated and aren't really into it, but I mean, it almost kind of struck me as cynical to a point.
True.
Because,
well, look, I'll make an exception on my junior college views for people who went out of high school into real universities and then had some sort of trouble.
Illness.
Emotional, family trouble, financial trouble, and had to drop out and now need to get restarted.
Yeah.
If that's your situation, fine. You people in high school who couldn't cut it in high school and couldn't go to a 4-year university, who think you're going to go to junior college for a couple semesters and then transfer, are all kidding yourselves.
Well,
thank you, Jeff. Well, there's not much more to say than that. There really isn't. Sean?
Hello.
You're 27.
Hey, Adam. How you doing?
Good. Here's all I'm saying, Drew. And just listen, seriously. If all of those people just went straight into the military, it'd be a much better life for them. By the time they were 22, instead of having a couple units of junior college under their belt, they'd have full medical, full dental. They'd have a GI Bill. They'd be trained in, engineering or,
tank repair,
some important real-world skill like refueling C-17 Super Hercules or arming bombs or finding mines or something like that, stuff you can use every day. No, still,
nowadays,
they'd be better off.
Yeah.
First of all, don't join the military.
Thank you. Go ahead there, Sean.
Hey guys. First of all, Adam, I'm a huge fan of the Man Show.
Oh, thank you.
And Dr. Drew, respect your opinion also, and that's the main reason I'm calling. Dr. Drew, have you heard of Narconon in Southern California?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway, I went through the program. It took me 4 months to graduate. It cost me about $24,000. And, I went through a sauna detox program, and then you're in a classroom for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, supposed to learn how not to use drugs. But the thing about it is I haven't, I'm back to pretty much using it again.
Of course.
I want to know what you thought about that program, and without going through the 12-step, what do you think before I finish my statement or my question?
Well, I only know what works, and if there were other things that would work, I would have you do it.
What, Narconon doesn't work?
Narconon, I've actually seen people stay sober for months when they're actively involved within the confine of the program. Like you stayed sober for 4 months while you were there.
Right.
But the problem is that
most people stay there.
I know, for a long time. And while they're there, they do okay. But when they come out, I've seen no sustained sobriety. And if I saw that they were having success, I would refer people there, but they don't.
$24,000, huh?
And that's the other thing. For $24,000, you could have a ton of treatment in a scientifically based intervention program.
Well,
what are you into?
Well, painkillers. When I was in college, I played college football, and I got hooked on Percocet, Loracet, fentanyl.
Yeah.
And it's really bad. I got to the point where I can't go through a day without taking them, and it interferes with my life, my work, and everything.
The thing is, we know a lot about this disease, a ton now. And we also know about treatment. There's the National Institute of Health, National Institute of Mental Health, National Institute of Drug Abuse. There are leagues and leagues of very high caliber scientists involved in this disorder right now, and we know what works.
But is the drugs I was on, is that impossible to get off of? The painkillers, the opiates.
No.
And do you know what they do when you're in the program?
Do I know in terms of what?
Yeah, as far as how they treat you to get off drugs.
Well, the sauna thing, you mean?
Well, to make a long story short, basically you do 30 days in the sauna, and what they say is
what's that?
Well, you take niacin, and you go for 5 hours a day. You take a break, like every 20 minutes. You sit in a sauna for 5 hours a day for 30 days.
I actually have seen some rather serious medical consequences.
What do you do? Just sweat out the OxyContin?
Yeah, well, supposedly you sit there and it sweats all the toxins out of your body, and you're physically detoxed.
Yeah.
That sounds retarded.
Yeah, it's a brain issue. It's not your body. It's a brain problem. So.
Yeah, listen, all of this detox BS, I mean, I grew up with this crap with my hippie mom, with this, we live in this toxic environment, and you put toxins into your body, and your body starts collecting and storing these toxins. Do you ever feel
tired?
You ever feel tired? Like, let's say at the end of the day, you don't have the energy.
A little depressed.
You don't feel the energy. And when the alarm goes off in the morning, you don't pop out of bed. You roll over and hit the snooze bar. Is that you? Is that you?
No, it's me.
Yeah. Do you find yourself drinking coffee in order just to wake yourself up in the morning?
It must be toxins.
Mm-hmm. And what about the times you promise to work out? When I'm done with work today, I'm going to the gym, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're too tired and you go home. Am I right? And what do you eat? Are you eating fresh, organic, uncooked, whole vegetables, like greens from beet stalks?
Organically grown?
No, because you don't have time and you're too tired. So what are you doing? You're putting in a microwave oven and you're taking a frozen dinner. And you know what that is?
Toxins.
That's toxins.
Right.
And what happens with those toxins is they start to store up in your body. And the reason you feel tired is because you're carrying around all those toxins. Now, what we need to do is we need to purge those toxins out of your body. and you're going to feel like someone took a anvil out of your ass. When we're done blowing about 40 gallons of this Sanka up your ass, oh, yes, we use instant coffee up your ass.
Only. Tasty's Choice sometimes?
Sometimes. Do you like some cream up your ass, too?
Cremora.
Cremora, you want some powdered cream up your ass? When we flush you out, we flush out the toxins, okay?
I see.
You understand? And then we just put you on green tea, and you eat bouillon cubes and drink hot water. And after a few days of that, you will feel new. You'll feel so cleansed. You understand? We're a very toxic environment. The air we breathe, toxic. The water we drink, the food we eat, the whores we rape, toxic.
I'll tell you what's
it's
toxic.
All toxic.
What's toxic is growing up in an environment where you have that kind of crap raining down. That is toxic.
Yeah. You know what I should have said to my mom? How come you smoke weed and can't get out of the room?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a job. How come you can't work?
Oh, she's too many toxins got through.
Yeah, too many toxins. She's weighed down with all those toxins.
I want somebody to to draw the structure of a toxin for me.
We got to sweat those toxins
draw
out
the structure,
sweat them out.
And then create the pathways for me whereby a toxin affects your body. What are the biological pathways?
That processed
because
food,
that doesn't exist.
That processed breakfast cereal you're eating, Drew, you know what? You'd be better off eating the box it came in.
You got to remember,
it would be better for you.
We evolved basically eating dirt and twigs.
Yeah.
We can process pretty much anything. Our body.
Yeah, I know when I eat beef, I'm not right for a week. Not for a week. I can feel it in me. I feel it. Here's the difference. Here's the thing with me. I could eat 70 carrots, or I could just eat a giant bowl of molten cheese, and I would not know the difference if you didn't tell me.
Cheese whiz.
I could mainline Cheese Whiz. I could put a syringe in my arm, and you could just shake up Cheese Whiz and spray it right in the syringe, and I wouldn't know it while I was eating mushrooms that had been rolled in Lucky Charms with Miracle Whip on them. Kathy?
Hello?
You're 19.
Hi, how are you guys?
Do you ever feel tired?
Sometimes.
Yeah, toxins. And there's times when sometimes you're happy, but other times you feel depressed.
Sometimes.
Yeah, toxins. Toxins. Sometimes when the alarm goes on, it's hard to get out of bed.
Oh, all the time.
Toxins. More toxins.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with this guy for about a year and a half, and he was seeing someone, and we were kind of into each other, and we ended up sleeping together while they were dating. And they recently broke up, and he's always been telling me that there's never going to be anything between us, no relationship or anything like that.
Why don't you believe him?
Did he pull out, by the way? Because semen can be very toxic.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't put any toxins in you?
We were protected.
I see.
I'm not dumb.
Well, condoms are toxic, too. You know, they're
manufactured by the man.
The man makes them, and they're petroleum-based. Go ahead, Kathy. I'm sorry.
But anyways, we were just recently together, and she ended up calling. And, I'm curious, what's going to happen with this? I don't know what to do.
She ended up calling where? When?
His house.
While you were there?
Yeah.
And you picked up the phone or something?
No, I didn't. He did.
He did? And how did you know it was her?
Because he told me.
Wait a minute. He's told you no relationship.
Yeah.
So why didn't you?
Long time ago.
Well, wait a minute now. Have you asked him about that again now?
No, I won't ask him about it because I already know the answer to it.
All right. So then you're not having a relationship with him.
What's the answer? No?
Well, the answer is, what do I do?
Well, no, that's the question. The answer is no, right? I mean, you know the answer?
Yeah, I know there's never going to be a relationship.
How old is he?
He's 20-something. I'd rather not say because I don't want everyone to know.
I see. How do you know the answer is definitely no? How do you know that his feelings haven't changed?
Because he just told me that recently.
Oh, okay.
He said it was a long time ago.
Well, he did say it a long time ago, but he says it again. He tells me that
God.
He renewed?
Oh, Kathy.
All right.
Kathy, listen.
What are you doing, baby?
Yeah, you're not going to have a relationship with this guy. Forget it. Whatever you're fretting about, it's meaningless. He's clear. You know.
He's just saying that because he's scared because all his other girlfriends have pushed him away and he's getting hurt.
Don't do that.
I love him. If only you could break through.
Oh, Kathy, don't do that
Why
yourself.
won't you let me in? Just let me in. I'll make it all better.
Kathy?
Now, you know why he's pushing you away?
Why?
Because he don't want you near him.
No, that's not true.
Kathy?
He ain't interested.
Not that way.
I love it. God bless you women for being able to think that way.
But that is crazy thinking, Kathy.
Drew, have you ever consciously thought I'm really into this chick, but I'm too scared to let her into my life.
No male's ever thought.
No male.
We'd hang out and stuff.
Kathy, listen to us. Kathy.
He ain't into
He'll have you as a friend. He'll have you as a sexual partner. He will not have you as a girlfriend.
Now, maybe if he knocks you up or something,
he'll be stuck. Yeah.
You can get him, get a few.
Thanks. Knock on wood.
a few bucks a month out of the guy, but that's as good as it's going to get. What's wrong with you? Why can't you listen to that? Where's the other guys in your life?
I don't know.
Why aren't they interested?
They are, but I don't want them.
Why do you have to have a guy who's not available? What'd your dad do?
Nothing.
That's the point.
Is your dad? Are you close to him?
No, not really.
No.
Did he leave? Was he a truck driver or something?
No, I don't live with him.
Where did he move?
He lives out in the suburbs somewhere.
Somewhere?
Well, I'd rather not say, but he lives.
How long has he been away from you?
Well, I see him, I grew up with him, but then I moved in with my mom and stuff.
You lived with him when you were growing up?
Yeah, when I was little.
Not with your mom?
No.
Well, what was up with your mom?
They were divorced at a young age.
Why weren't you living with your mom?
Long story. I'd rather not go into it.
In a sentence, why weren't you living with your mom?
Because the court settlement and all that stuff.
What was the matter with your mom?
Nothing. We have a great relationship together.
Why wouldn't they children go with the mom in a settlement?
I know.
Why didn't they go with your mom?
I couldn't tell you. I wish I knew.
Okay, so something was very wrong with your mom.
No, actually, it's not. There's nothing wrong with her. I love her to death,
Yeah. Something is a little fishy here, though, that you were taken away from your mom at such a early age to live with your dad. It never goes that way. You've never questioned that, Kathy?
I did question that a lot of times, and it was just like a thing between my dad would take her to court for things, and he just wanted...
What kind of things?
Well, because he kind of threatened her, saying that, because she left me and my brother with my dad to go work, and they moved out, and so, my dad told her that he'd take her to court for leaving us, for abandoning us, which was never true because she always watched us when we were younger.
All right. Well, anyway, Kathy.
Yeah.
This ain't the guy. Sorry. Okay. Don't. Look, just because he doesn't like you is not a reason to like him.
So what am I supposed to do?
Just cut him off. That's it. Find a guy who likes you.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Okay.
Your thinking is sort of distorted, Kathy. You're defending everybody all the time, making excuses for people in order to be stuck in a situation where you can never actually get connected with someone.
Right.
Mom was okay. She's this. I couldn't even follow her story. It was so convoluted. Well, their dad was going to take her. No reality.
Must have been a lot of toxins in the family. That's why the family got divorced.
You're right, toxins in the water.
All right, we got to take a break, but Dr. Dave is on the phone. Dr. Dave?
Yep, that's me.
Dr. Dave is calling in, and I already know he's legitimate just from hearing his first three words.
Sounds like Bruce.
Yeah.
What's that?
Dr. Spaz.
I had anal sex and I passed out a couple times.
Whoa. Dr. Bruce, please. Dr. Dave is going to tell us about the dosage to prevent premature ejaculation as far as the serotonin reuptake inhibitors, right?
Yeah, right.
Dr. Dave, wait, hold on. We're going to tease this one, as they call it in radio, Dr. Dave.
Gotcha.
You know, it's like when you tell your patients to get in their underpants and then you go out and blow a butt and have a cup of coffee and play the back nine over at Riviera, and you come back and they're still in their underpants. This is what this is. So just hang on a second.
Gotcha.
We'll take ourselves a little break, and then we'll be back, and we'll have an answer to a good question. And if the answer is good, this could be a breakthrough, because you could get some of this.
You want to be able to take it as needed.
Right.
And that's the question. Can you take it that
here,
way?
By the way, just before we go to break, what we're talking about is... Go ahead, Drew.
Premature ejaculation and the serotonin reuptake inhibiting drugs decrease libido, like Prozac, Zoloft, packs of these drugs can suppress libido and delay ejaculation.
But who wants to be on them full time just because the gun's going off once a week too early?
And so Adam asked the question, could I just take a big dose 4 hours before I'm ready to have sex? And I didn't know the answer to that.
And Dr. Dave says he does, and if it works that way, it's going to be a breakthrough after this.
Oh, yeah! Everybody now! LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105. LoveLine. Back on Live 105.
Hey. Yeah. All right, everybody. Happy Halloween. I'm Adam. That's my good buddy and partner, sometimes lover, Dr. Drew over
Especially
there.
now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Does that turn you on?
That face paint you got? Yeah. Speaking of face paint, I had my buddy Ray called me this evening and told me, listen, you're wrong about these C-rings. Drew was right about the C-ring. We were talking about the C-ring, the penis ring, last night. And so Ray's one of these kind of contrary guys. He likes to just tell you're wrong without really doing much research.
Ray doesn't go out of his way, though, to tell you that.
No, yes, he does. Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Always does with me.
Right.
So we started getting into it, and he was saying, I put my balls through the C-ring, and Drew was right, and you were wrong. And I said, well, maybe there's two types. Maybe it's a type you put your balls through and the type that just go around your penis.
Yeah.
Now, there's a big debate last night. I dug into Drew for him suggesting you put your balls through the C-ring.
In front of Miss USA.
In front of Miss USA, embarrassing me in front of Miss USA.
No, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, that's right. All right, humiliating you in front of your new blonde girlfriend. So we went back and forth. So anyway, Ray tells me, no, this is the way it works. And so and he says it does a better job of holding in the blood. And I say that's retarded because there's a device, a medical device for guys who have difficulty keeping blood in their penis that's a pump with a snap ring that goes around the base of the penis.
That's right.
And as I pointed out to Ray, it does not snap around the balls and penis. Right. It snaps around the penis. It's the most effective way to keep blood in the penis, and that is the essence of the C-ring.
Right.
Well, he continued to argue, and then he had his girlfriend who said she was siding with him that the balls go through the loop too. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get on the internet.
Here we go.
And I'm going to get to the bottom of this. So
this is your first. It's sort of your what do they call it? Your maiden voyage into the internet on behalf of a C.
Now I sit on the internet and I only look at automotive stuff.
Oh, that's right.
That's all I look at. And and as bizarre as this sounds, I've never looked at a porn website, and I've never looked at.
Well, you wouldn't be here if you had.
I'm not trying to be home trying to sew my penis back on. I've never looked at a LoveLine website. I've never punched my own name in. I've never looked at anything involved show business or any pornography. Only automobiles. That is it, 100%. So I get in there and I just type in search C-ring. I wrote the whole thing, and like the rooster in Ring. And all of a sudden, it's all the gay websites come up, and it's like Jack Splooge Fast and Big Rob gives a facial, Cult Roundup, and all this stuff. And I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm going through it, and this is all the possible sites I can go to. And I'm just looking at all this stuff. And some of it involves, the way these search things work is, the word C-ring was in there somewhere. But I'm going to have to watch like 40 facials in order to get, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to flick it on, and I'm going to see some guy's schlong in some guy's eye socket.
Now get ready for hot, horny studs.
And that's it for me. And I just look at it, and I scroll down. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to scroll down and find some sort of almost architectural approach to the C-ring, like a schematic with a doctor being interviewed or something. Not some guy named Turk who's wearing a studded truss that goes around his sack and penis, and he's shaved and oiled. Because I know this sounds homophobic, but I am absolutely repulsed by the sight of gay men going at it together. It cuts me to the core. I can't see it. It ruins me.
See,
I'd rather see like Mother Teresa with a dildo up her than see the gay. It would leave less a scar.
What does that do for you?
Because I know what's going to. Because these guys are like creaming in each other's faces and stuff, and it's just so repugnant.
Why isn't it bad when a guy does that to a woman, though?
That's healthy. That's not natural. It's God's way. But this hurts me to watch.
Yeah,
I can't
know
watch.
The cringe. I understand. I can relate to the cringe factor, but the repulse factor, I don't.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know it's wrong, and it's just the most disgusting thing ever. But I'm one of these guys who switches around the channel, and if I see a guy, on the Discovery getting a knee replacement, I switch immediately. Right. And if I turn it on Fox and some guy's wearing a shoebox with a bunch of centipedes in it on his head, I got to change that immediately
so
too.
You're creepy. You can't.
Hey, I don't like to see people eating light bulbs. How about like that?
The violent stuff? People get hit by trains.
No, I don't like to see anything bad or harmful happening to anybody. Right. It bothers me greatly.
Okay.
So, and I look at being raped in the ass is right up there with the knee replacement surgery or being hit by the train.
Okay.
So I didn't get any answers because I was scared to go onto one of these websites. So we still need some information on the C-ring tonight.
Anderson,
if we just do it with a for sale, C-rings for sale, we'll get tons of stuff.
Oh, for sale? Okay.
Yeah, we'll bypass the gay porn.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and give it a try, Anderson.
I'm working here, guys.
See what you can see. That's right. Sorry, buddy. Tara, get on the computer and do C-rings for sale. Used. Looking to get a buy.
Isn't there a kid's book about that where he piled them on his head?
Yeah, it's called Yertle the Turtle.
No. C-rings for sale.
Oh, shut up. Dr. Dave?
Yep.
All right, so Dr. Dave has the answer on this Prozac and other drugs like this in order to help the premature E.
Yeah, there's not too many studies out. There's probably like 6 or 8 that I've seen, and they're all relatively small, like 20 to 100 people. But most of the better ones were using Zoloft, actually, and they compared, it's all low dose. Basically, they compared taking 50 milligrams, which is like a starting dose, daily for either 2 weeks, and then only as you need, like, 4 or 5 hours beforehand. They compared that to taking it continuously.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they were able to improve ejaculation from before penetration, which is basically 0 seconds, and about 5 seconds as a baseline, up to about 3 to 6 minutes.
Pretty good.
And the results for taking it as needed, only 4 or 5 hours beforehand, or taking it continuously, were about the same.
So you could
really?
So you could take it just as needed.
Right. You take it for 2 weeks, and then just whenever you think you're going to have a.
Was there a minimum? Was there a minimum frequency? In other words, if you were only having sex once a month, why bother with that 2-week interval at the start?
Yeah, well, they didn't. That wasn't part of the study.
Okay.
But
wait a minute,
and they took it out to 6 months. So if you take it for 2 weeks and then as you need for up to 6 months, it was
pretty
fine.
good. Okay.
So yeah, it works.
Oh, okay. So let me just. I'm no doctor, so let me just make sure I got this straight. First off, we don't have an answer on just taking it. On just taking it without taking it. No, not it. Not every day. Just taking it before he had the sex.
Yes, we do.
Well, he keeps saying about the 2 weeks and then taking it.
But that's just the way the study was designed. So that's.
Well, but that doesn't help. I don't want to take it for 2 weeks. I only want to take it the day before, at the time I have sex.
The question I asked was, what if you did it for 2 weeks and then didn't have sex for another month, and you took it a month later, and it still worked? Obviously, all you're getting is that as-needed effect. So that the 2 week, and Zoloft does not have that long a half-life, Dave.
Right.
So it's kind of weird they designed the study that way.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, but listen, everyone, that if you're on the Zoloft permanently, it's going to help in this department, right?
Right.
But the answer we want is, can you pop a few at 8 that evening and use it at 12 that night?
I don't want to put words in Dave's mouth, but basically he's saying that yes, you can.
Okay.
That it looks good.
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
So, no problem.
I don't understand why they worked the 2 weeks in, though.
It was a study flaw.
That doesn't help anybody.
Just shut up. Listen, would they use 50 milligrams for the as-needed Zoloft?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Were there other SSRIs that they studied similar?
Yeah, some have done with Celexa and Prozac, and they're all similar, but there were more studies, and they seem to be better designed with more people on the Zoloft. Right?
So Zoloft is the one that seems to, or at least they have the most data on.
Yeah, right.
All right, thanks, Dr.
Thank you
Dave.
very much.
No worries.
Take care of yourself. I don't understand why they would give it to you for 2 weeks if they're comparing it against other people that were on it permanently.
Something to do with the study design. Why they did it, I don't know. I've read the study. But basically what
why do the study? You're putting them on it.
Because they studied it for 6 months after that. You don't need that 2 week necessarily.
You do the 2 weeks, and then you never do it again.
Correct.
And for the next 6 months, you can do it.
Correct.
Still, the 2 weeks.
Both Dave and I were saying, that 2 weeks, you probably don't need to do it, but that's just the way the study was designed.
All right, retarded.
And why the study was designed that way.
Okay, so What if you took 100 milligrams instead of 50?
Not necessary.
You don't think so?
Again, based on the science, it doesn't look like there's much more to be benefited from that.
Well, they didn't try it. They just took the 50.
Based on the science. Now, if somebody was having
what do you
trouble...
mean based on the science? There was no science. They didn't try it.
That's right. So there's no science to support using more, presumably because people aren't seeing those kinds of results. They didn't need to study it. However, if someone were not getting a good result of 50, I'm sure their doctor would suggest they try 100.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. If you got a problem with this premature E, but you don't have a problem with depression... Although you should be depressed if you come in 8 seconds. But let's say you're not depressed about that, yet you still have this problem. You could probably go to your doctor and get prescribed Zoloft and keep it in the cabinet. And if you have a big date that night, you pop 50 or 100 in, and 3-4 hours later, you're in good shape.
Give me the pill, Skipper.
At least in better shape, right?
Yeah.
And is it 4 hours, or would you do it 2 hours?
I think you said 4 hours.
That was the study,
yeah.
But... how do these things work?
4 hours, yeah. 4 hours would be all right.
You'd want to hit your peak, and at least you get that sort of placebo effect. All right. Let's talk to David.
Hey.
Hey, you're 29.
Right on.
What's up?
First off, the discussion you were just having about Zoloft, could that 2 weeks be that it usually takes a couple of weeks to kick in for depression?
Yeah, but they're not using it for depression.
That's why I want
different when you're talking about the sex.
No,
okay.
but and the point is
I want to know. I just want to know if you could use it without needing it. Only use it on your penis.
And it looks like that you can.
I'm just glad I ain't got to worry about it.
All right. So what's your question?
Questions about THC. If you smoke it or if you eat it in a brownie, what's the difference in adverse effects?
The only issue with eating it is it's hard to sort of figure out the dosing because it's a real slow absorption, so you can get yourself a pretty big dose that way and not really know it.
I haven't had a good pot brownie in years, but I'll tell you, there's nothing better.
And the smoking pot causes chronic bronchitis very commonly, so you sort of skip that potential side effect.
Right, that's why I'm asking. I guess if you eat a brownie, you just skip all the lungs.
Yeah, I know of no long-term adverse effect from brownie other than the dosing issue.
I got a third way. I will sometimes crush up a brownie and snort it.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll tell you, never been higher than a good pot brownie.
Right on.
Right, that you take a big dose with pot brownies.
Yeah, it's great. I like these, and you don't get burnt out. You know, you smoke weed, you get all burnt out. Eat that pot brownie, you're feeling good.
For a long time.
Yeah, I like these guys that really make a science out of it, too, where they take it and they cook it up in the butter, and it releases the THC, and then they let the butter congeal, and they pull out all the stems and leaves and buds, and now they got this butter that's this THC butter, and then they use the butter to cook the brownie, and because it's only the butter, it's not like you're eating stems and leaves or anything. It just tastes like a great brownie.
Why don't they cook other stuff with the butter?
Well, I guess they could, but it's like, hey, I'm high, might as well eat a brownie. I'm not going to put it in, hollandaise sauce and dump it over asparagus.
Right, Eggs Benedict brownie pie.
Ooh. Yeah, but this is nice because you can cut it up and distribute it.
Okay.
Doing it in Eggs Benedict style.
You're right.
Okay. That was a hell of a thought, though.
Well, cookies. What about cookies?
Oh, yeah.
Cake.
Well, brownie is almost a cover-all term for, some people will make pot cookies or whatever, same thing. All right, we'll take, you hand them out on Halloween. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine. We'll be right back. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105. LoveLine. Back on Live 105. Once again,
Hey, LoveLine. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Adam. That's Dr. C. Ring Drew over there.
See, I thought the guy was going to do more of this kind of painting on my face here. This stuff? Yeah. Make it sort of like the creature kind of thing.
Drew got a bunch of stars and a solar system and clouds spray painted on his forehead. Well, it was like airbrushed on there at a kid's party tonight, and he looks extra gay.
Yeah, way more gay than usual.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy was thinking. It's really gay. There's sparklies and stuff. He should have given you something, like made you look like a devil or something. What's up, Anderson?
I just want to say I like it.
Do you? All right, so you like to keep it on?
He scares me.
I'm playing all these things, but I like it.
All right, lacquer it up and keep it for a few days. Would you, Drew?
I like the fact that he kept it on and came in here.
I did, too. I'm just hoping you get pulled over on the way home.
I was thinking about that.
We were, during the break, looking up the C-rings on the Internet, and the balls went through most of them, although we were looking at the... See, to defend my penis-only C-ring premise, I'm old school.
Yeah, in all things.
The C-ring has probably been around 1,000 years. I'm guessing. Think about it for a second. Knowing men. Yeah. And, whenever, let's say about a week after bronze was invented.
Yeah, the Bronze Age, that's probably how they came to the Bronze Age. That's probably how they broke into
We need a better C-ring. This wood one is not working. So to me, the C-ring is just an actual, like, copper or bronze ring the size of a silver dollar that you put your penis through when you get your boner, and it keeps the blood in there. But there's all these new ones that are Velcro and rubber, and they got a harness for your nuts. And we saw a nice one that had a nice tail that went up your tuchai, which is delightful. And it's amazing that this is, $10 billion a year industry. I have no idea who's buying this junk. I mean, look, I'm just as sick a guy as the next guy, but I just have no attraction. We
had trouble looking at it.
No, right? I kind of enjoyed looking at it.
Did you? Yes, I thought so. You cringe.
It's a little weird because it's all dudes. All right. Well, anyway, I guess when you look up C-rings with the word C right in there, you got to expect to see some C, right?
Right.
Tanya?
Yeah?
You're 17?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
Oh, well, I have 2 questions if you don't mind.
All right.
Go.
All right. My first question is, lately I've been, the past year or so, found myself, kind of, physically attracted to, older guys.
Right.
And, I don't know why,
What's your other question?
My other question, I wanted to know why I eat so much. My mom says because I get bored. I don't know.
Well, usually it's, if you're not eating because you're hungry, and that's not your sort of biological set point, people will eat for emotional reasons as a way of sort of managing feelings, stuffing or feeling or putting down feelings, trying to feel better if you're feeling depressed.
Yeah, but your mom's probably right. If you're sitting around, you don't got anything to do, and there's a full fridge, you'll eat. But
boredom is another one of the more common manifestations of boredom is depression.
Yeah, well, that's just because there's too many toxins in that food you're eating. It's building up inside your colon. I got to blow some coffee through there in order to clean you out. Well, how much do you weigh?
115.
Well, that doesn't sound... What are you, 3 feet tall?
5'6" or 5'5".
You're perfect. You're fat.
That's lanky. 5'5", 5'6", and 115.
Yeah.
You're small.
So what's your problem?
I don't know. For example, yesterday I came home from practice and I went to In-N-Out with a bunch of friends and I ate a double-double, and then I came home 10 minutes later. I had to eat again.
What practice?
For band.
Oh, what are you playing?
Percussion.
Yeah. 115 is no tuba size. And you do those, what do? Do you do those 3 drums?
No, I did those in high school.
The glockenspiel?
Yeah, what do you play?
Bass.
Oh, bass drum at 115 pounds?
Yeah.
Do you carry it around like at halftime?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, there's 5 different sizes, so I play the first one.
Okay.
All right, so listen there, Tanya.
Yeah.
The eating, a big deal. You're 115 pounds. Same amount to relax.
Yeah. It's good for you.
Yeah. And the older dudes, how old a dude are you interested in?
Kind of not way older, but more or less I would say the highest is their 30s or something.
30?
Yeah.
Do you actually act on this?
No, I don't act on it. I've never had sex. So I don't want to act on it.
Okay, where's your dad?
Right now he's living with my grandma.
But see, you're apart from him.
Oh, he's living with your grandma?
Yeah.
His mom.
That's his mom. He's living at home.
Yeah, no, kind of pathetic.
Yeah, that's big time loser.
Yeah, and so naturally enough, you'd sort of be looking for a figure to replace the one that failed you.
Yeah. All right, good. You know what's going on. Don't worry about it. I like this Tanya. She likes older men, but she never has sex with anybody. And she eats too much, but she's 115 pounds.
It's sort of the perfect situation.
Those kind of problems we should all have.
Yeah. You can figure out how to keep everyone contained in that mode, in that corridor.
Right.
Perfect.
Right.
Because eventually she'll be 35, attracted to 35-year-olds.
That's right. And 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Let's talk to John. John is 17. Should he hit on a guy in band?
Yeah.
You're gay, right?
Yes, I've had a crush for 2 months now.
Is this guy gay too?
Years ago, I started playing flute.
Ooh.
And that was just a start. It wasn't even intentional or anything. It was just, I weighed like 90 pounds, only instrument I could carry.
Wow.
Kind of thing.
John,
can you hide behind the flute sometimes if like a shooting broke out?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like short, skinny, not there.
You're small.
All right,
John.
Yeah.
Is this guy you have a crush on gay?
I don't know.
Well, let's try to figure out what instrument does he play.
He plays oboe.
Ooh, they ought to change the name of that to Gaybo. Hobo. Wait a minute.
Let's go to break and come back to John, all right?
No.
You can think of another.
Look, he plays the oboe. He's at least bi.
Do you have any sense of whether or not he's gay?
Well, he's really effeminate, so.
Well. All right, hold on. John, we got to take a break.
Okay.
Drew, we got to take a break.
Adam, let's take a break.
John, you gotta sit tight, would you, brother?
Okay.
All right. You just hang loose for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Because we're going to get right back to you and your question after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. Live 105. LoveLine. Back on Live 105. Once again,
Hey, LoveLine, everybody. I'm Adam. He's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Happy Halloween. I haven't heard any reports of anything bad happening. I mean, Halloween's about over, especially on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, who knows?
All right. I mean, I guess reports will come out tomorrow, but I'm guessing if something horrible happened on the Eastern time zone that we would have heard about
I think
it
we
out
just
here.
freaked ourselves out about Halloween. We really do.
Yeah. I like the people that call into the radio station that say, look, this is a pagan ritual that's based on worshiping the devil and that needs to be done away with anyway. Those are my kind of thinkers. Those are the kind of folks I want to go camping with. This is a salute to the devil. Yeah, you got a 3-year-old dressed as Tigger who's eating candy corn. You really think that's an homage to Beelzebub? Really? John? Hey.
We're back with John.
John is 17. John plays in the marching band. He's gay.
You've not come out yet at your school, is that right?
Anywhere.
Plays the flute.
You're completely...
I didn't even know till like 2 months ago.
You didn't know you were gay until 2 months ago.
Like, I don't even know. Like, there's one guy, I heard rumors that he thought I was cute, and then that's when it got into my mind, and...
Well, who'd you hear rumors from?
This guy, Mark's friend.
Mark's friend. Okay.
And Mark's the guy who thinks I'm cute, so I was like, oh, that's nice.
Why don't you go out with him?
Is he the guy who plays the oboe?
No, he's some other guy.
You're not into this guy?
Yeah, he smokes. I'm not into smokers. Yeah.
So you smoke weed or cigarettes?
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you don't need that on your penis. You'll get cancer. Yeah, that's secondhand smoke going right up the urethra. So, you want to know whether to ask the guy who plays the oboe out.
Smoking, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, how would you know, like, if someone's, like, yeah, I don't know.
How do I know if someone's gay?
Yeah, like, how can you tell?
I have to go to the room and examine their drawers.
I think, John, there's a certain amount of risk for you in sort of just coming on to this guy, in that you haven't really come out yet. You haven't developed a supportive network of friends who are gay and can help you if there's some sort of reaction. You know, people can be cruel. And if you're not sort of prepared to come out of the closet, if you're not totally comfortable, if you don't have a lot of support. Have you told your family?
Yeah.
Have you told your family?
No.
You know, I just think work on maybe these guys that have been sort of approaching you already. Maybe start to develop some relationships with them.
Drew,
not necessarily dating them, but just
No, here's what you need to do. You can't, take your penis out, put your pants around your ankles, and bum rush this guy with a greased flute. That's not the angle. If he's gay and he gets that vibe from you and he has an interest in you,
he'll come back. Yeah.
No, you go up and you talk to him.
Yeah.
What's happening? You start talking about the football game this Friday night. Then after the football game, you say to him, what are you doing? You going over? You're going to hang out? Or you going to the dance? Or I hear there's a party. You going to that? And if he's into you, he'll be like, yeah, I'm going to go over to that party.
Wait a minute. That's how you talk to your friends.
Right. But the point is he probably has the vibe that John's got a little something going on. And if he has nothing going on, he'll shut down immediately. Like, no, I gotta go right home and read the Bible.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you'd do it any...
So just trust your instincts.
Don't do it any different than a girl.
Yeah.
You don't ask the guy out before you find out whether he's gay or not. Just talk to him a little bit. You're in the same band. What's going on after the football game? We're going out. We're going to this party. You want to go? What are you doing? And you just do it. And if he says no, he ain't interested. And if he says yes, it doesn't necessarily mean he's interested either, but you go to the party and you talk a little more. You ply him with a couple of wine coolers, and before you know it, you're at second base.
Oh, what is second base?
You get out the C ring.
What would second base be there?
For gays?
Yeah.
They got different diamond.
Yeah.
Gays actually don't have a diamond. It's not first base, second base. They use a soccer field.
Oh,
that's a gay.
Goal.
That's
Go,
a gay
go, go,
sport.
go.
Yeah, go. Well, that's what happens when they engage in the anal. The hand. What name is this, Drew?
Nomi.
Yes?
You're 23?
I am.
What's up?
Okay, well, the reason I'm calling is because, first I want to preface this by saying I really am an intelligent woman, and yada, 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 all that stuff, but I have a really good paying job, and I'm really happy in my, place in life right now, but back in January I decided to do a little porn, I just thought it'd be kind of exhilarating, and so I did. And I've done quite a few things since then.
Quite a few movies?
Yeah.
I see.
And
what was the job that you had that was well paying? And
I'm a web designer.
Okay.
Porn
sites. Well, what kind of websites?
It's for a marketing firm.
Okay, so you had a nice career going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. But I'm, very open sexually, and I'll be the first to admit I'm just, chock full of issues, But being that I am intelligent, I'm able to, address them,
Right. Know me.
Well, you're not addressing them. You're acting out on them.
Right. Put that aside right away, because dealing with those sorts of emotional issues have very little to do with intellect. That's an emotional process, and that requires an emotion.
Well, it helps if you got a high IQ. So you don't have a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
So you're single, heterosexual girl?
Yes,
or
I am.
Okay.
So what intellect does just gives you a way of intellectualizing why you do the things you do.
Yeah,
okay, hold on. But don't.
Yeah, that's not right. That's defense.
True.
That's a way of just trying to make it okay for you to do the things that you disturb things you're doing because of the emotional problems.
It's getting pretty.
But I'm able to rationalize everything in life,
Yeah, but that's a unhealthy thing. Okay. Rationalization is considered a very unhealthy thing.
True. It's getting a little cathartic for you, brother. So just slow
but
down.
the reason I'm calling is because...
Yeah, well, wait a minute. I got some questions.
Okay.
So you're just working as a web designer.
Correct.
And you're single, and you're doing fine. You got your own place and everything. And you decide you want to check into this porn world and see what this is about.
Right.
Now, how do you get started? Do you know some people that are doing it?
I had known some people that, this guy that I knew, he was a manager of a strip club in Hollywood. And so, he knew some people who knew some people. So it wasn't like I was just, going to, random interviews or whatever.
Right.
So, I'd kind of, been referred to.
Yeah. Can you turn down whatever's going on in the background there, please?
I apologize.
All right. So you talk to this guy, and he says, I got some guy you can talk to.
Right.
And he sets you up, and you decide, now, how much money is there first time around?
It's pretty good money. See, that's the thing. Like, the first thing I had to do was just, like, an oral scene, you know?
Well, hold on a second. How much money?
Well, see, I've done so many, like, different things that, like, everything's...
First
like,
time.
That's why I said, how much money for the first time?
I got $1,000.
I got $1,000.
Yes.
And it's just an oral scene.
Uh-huh.
You just got to give a guy a BJ?
Exactly.
And that's the extent of the... And you're just a scene in a movie?
Uh-huh. Well, it was for an internet site, yeah.
Okay. So you give the guy a BJ and you get $1,000.
Correct.
And you just met the guy?
Yes.
And now, have you been with a lot of people? I mean, how's your sex life been up until this point?
I've been with quite a few people for my age.
Okay. And you meet this guy, you give him a BJ, it's exciting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
You enjoy it.
Really, right.
You get your money.
Exactly.
And you get out of there. Then how long until you do your next one?
Well, the second scene, scene that I did was for the same guy, but it was like a girl scene, and that was like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but you're not a lesbian.
No,
And you're not bi.
It's debatable. Like,
she's an actress.
Right, I see. Your method. So you do this, and how do you enjoy? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did.
What do you like better, the chick or the BJ?
They're both kind of comparable.
Okay. How much do you get for the chick?
I got $1,400.
Ooh, there's a step up.
Yeah.
Okay, and now what? Then you move on, and how many do you do?
Well, then I did a couple solo scenes, which, I was trying to, like, get as much as I could out of, the opportunities I had, opportunities used loosely, and...
So you do some, like, masturbation scenes?
Right, yeah.
Right.
Because I like, kind of set boundaries for myself that, like, I didn't want to have, like, actual, like, full-on, like, penetration.
Yeah, you got to set your boundaries.
Sure.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
You got to set your standards, Adam.
Yeah, you have fairly delicate sensibilities, I understand.
I mean, you put yours at dual penetration.
You do that, yeah.
And, but then I took, like, a hiatus for about 6 months, and then, like, in August,
the season started again.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is, and like when I'm in like the depths of like doing like different, like because I have an agent who can like send me out on like a bunch of different things if I have like the urge to,
Right. So now, have you done the penetration stuff yet?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was weird. I think that's been kind of like the downhill kind of. I think that was like the first time like my like emotions kind of got in the way of things.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, I've just, like, been questioning everything. I'm like, I'm like, God, I'm like, if this is how I feel now, just a little, I just don't feel right. I have no desire for sex.
Now, what about the fact that you work as a web designer? You work around all these guys who do computers for a living. You're doing this stuff on the Internet.
Aren't you afraid they're going to come across you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And have they?
No one has yet that I haven't told.
Oh, I'll tell you. Are you good looking?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if I worked around some good-looking young 23-year-old chick and then came across her, giving some guy a BJ, I would just beat myself into a pulp right there at my desk.
I know. It's really amazing how many people I seem to be like, because the like.
What's going on there? Your phone?
Yeah.
You got a better phone to get on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, do that.
I want to hear what she's going to say. It's really amazing. What? What is she going to say?
I don't know.
Don't interrupt this.
And what about her folks?
Oh.
Ooh, payback time for Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, find out what he did.
Oh, no.
Hello? Oh, she hung up. Well, look, we got a little glimpse. That's enough for me. Yeah. I can get one off to this. Maybe on the ride home.
No.
I haven't had myself in the car in a long time.
That's because I'm talking to you. Don't you? How dare you?
Oh, yeah. Drew and I talk on the cell phone. That's right. Well, ever since I got a nice ride, too, I don't like to beat off in it.
Right, it sprays around.
This is back when I used to drive delivery wagons and stuff, Pickup trucks with vinyl bench seats,
Good times.
Hose those right out. Is this Dave?
Yes, it is.
You're 35. What's up?
Limo Dave, how are you?
Nice to...
I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Thank you.
Where are you?
Yes.
I'm on the road.
Where?
I came in from Phoenix, and I just got into L.A.
Oh, wow.
All right. You drove a limo?
I do. I drive a limo.
Did you drive from Phoenix?
Drove in from Phoenix today.
Did you have a passenger?
Well, actually, I drove the passenger out there. He put me up for 2 days, and I just drove him back to Newport and dropped him off.
Wow. Do a lot of people do that?
Are they afraid? Well, now they're afraid to fly, huh?
I think he was chicken to fly.
Yeah, not a lot of people.
But he's going back next week, and he paid top dollar, and he put me up in a night.
Hire a car to take him to Arizona. How much does it cost to get from L.A. to Phoenix in a limo?
I charged him $920 round trip, and then $300 for the extra day.
Oh my God, $1,200 you could $65 on Southwest.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to deal with it, I guess.
All right. Yeah.
Anyway.
So what's up there, Limo Dave?
Oh, you know what? I've been hearing you guys giving these advice to guys about the premature ejaculation.
Right.
And I'm against them taking any medications or anything like that. I don't think that's the problem. And I got a family secret that's been passed down through the menfolk in my Italian family.
Oh, a way to deal with the premature?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, can't wait.
Exactly.
The sank up your ass? Is that? We're back to that again?
Exactly. No. Now, okay,
hold on one second. Let me just make this prediction. Whatever his advice is, it will be of zero help to anybody with this problem.
Well, let's hear it. Let's check it out.
Okay. I pray it is.
Yeah.
And I'm tantalized by it. But knowing our callers, I've never had anyone say anything that made me go, huh, never thought of that.
All right.
Go ahead, Limo Dave.
Get ready.
All right, here it is.
And Adam, I love listening to you crack me up, but you guys never give this advice.
All right, let's hear it.
I want you guys to have it.
All right.
Real quick, let me set it up. You go to the gym, even if you're not buffed, after you get out of the gym, you feel stronger, you walk a little taller, you got more confidence, right?
Right.
You're a little pumped up.
Right.
It's because your muscles. There's a muscle down there, and you got to work on it. Okay? When you use the bathroom, when you take a leak, you stop. You start, you stop, you start, and you break up the pee, and you're strengthening the muscle down there.
Yeah, Dave, we've talked about this a lot. It's called the Kegel exercise.
Thanks.
And it really doesn't work for men.
Why not?
A couple guys, occasionally will claim they get control with that. And I've talked to guys who swear that they've gotten spectacular control, but it's actually kind of rare for guys to get control of that.
But it couldn't hurt.
Yeah, it helps. Like
It's a good. Listen, just from a health standpoint, the physical therapy of that region is good for you.
It is.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, as you get older, the pee control and the poop control become issues.
Well, and
it's a matter of developing a confidence level too. If you feel stronger and you feel like you're doing something to help the situation, you're going to feel it, and it's going to happen for you.
And you're supposed to do it at least 3 or 4 times a day. 10 contractions where you hold it to a count of 10, and then 10 quick flicks.
I'm going to go along with Dave on this, although it is something we had talked about. I thought it was going to be like wear a necklace of garlic around your balls or something. Right. But I'm gonna give Dave half a point on this one because it's something we've talked about before, but not in a while. Yeah. And we've just talked about it in terms of prolonging ejaculation or making ejaculation better, but we've never really talked about it in terms of fixing guys who have premature problems. Or maybe we have, but we haven't touched on it in a while.
Not in a long time.
So here's Dave's point, and I agree with this, which is most guys feel like they have zero control over their penis, that it's just this sort of a random device that hangs between their legs that has a mind of its own. But by breaking up your urine and by taking control of it, at least mentally, you think, I'm the master of my penis. It's like a dog that is trained now. Do you understand?
I'm just intrigued by the passing it down piece of this. I'm just trying to imagine myself having this discussion with my sons. When would that actually go down?
Well,
and how would that be done?
The point, that's why Dave drives a limo. But the point is this is a good plan, and how do you do it, Drew? You stop it when you urinate, like 3 times. You cut it off.
That's so you figure out which muscle it is you need to be contracting.
Right.
And you do that, and you hold it for a count of 10.
Then you feel like you've mastered your penis.
You can do it when you're driving and stuff.
At least how do you do it when you're driving? You start peeing on yourself?
No. The interruption of the flow of urine is just to give you the feel. Now you can start doing it wherever you want.
All right. Well, so start with that, the interruption. And you can't, it's not fair to use your hand. That's what I do. I squeeze it. I bend it off.
You bend it off and then you fire it out.
That's right. It's the way I deal with foes.
It's brewing, right?
Thank you. So the point is I agree with Dave.
All right.
Thanks for the advice. Everyone pee and try to stop it 3 times within the stream.
I got to pee.
There you go. Nomi?
Yes.
She's back.
Hey, what's happening?
Now, you were starting to say it's a really amazing that...
Well, I don't recall that. But I remember, I think I left off on the fact that I really have no desire for, like, sex outside of... After I, like, kind of went outside my boundaries and, you know, did, like, the penetration and whatnot, like... it's just, like, really, like, screwed with my mind.
Yeah. Nomi called, we were speaking to her 10 minutes ago, and she's a successful internet website designer, and she just got into porn to kind of experiment and add a little thrill to her life.
You're kind of going
with her a little bit.
You're kind of going down the path of addiction here.
Oh, I know. I'm so well aware of it.
Yeah, and what I want to do is give you the name of a doctor you should call.
Okay.
Because this is a pretty slippery slope you're going down.
I know it is.
And if you really are ready to do something about it, I know someone that can really help.
What kind of addiction are you talking about?
Sexual addiction. I don't know if she's an addict. Are you an addict? Otherwise?
I have such an addictive personality.
Yeah, I mean, this is what this is.
All right, baby.
And
what about your parents? Do you hate them?
No, I love my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like not on the West Coast, so like it's really easy to like do this and like not even have to like think about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What was that again?
I don't know.
Like
your parents don't live on this coast,
right? Like I have no family.
And the internet doesn't pass the Rockies. They can't penetrate.
They haven't laid the cable
I
yet.
I doubt that my parents are gonna be searching on like the internet for like young teen porn, you know.
All right.
No.
All right. So, Drew, give her the name of the person she should
I will.
talk
I'll give
to.
it to you off the air, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Drew, what are you doing? You never do that.
This is just, she sounds like she's ready. I've got the number and my beeper happens to be, and she lives near where this guy works, and it's a good referral. So.
All right. What's this guy do?
He runs an addiction recovery program.
Porn director?
No.
Oh, does he do sex addiction?
Yes, he does. But it's in...
All right, let's talk to Christina. Christina?
Hello?
Hey, you're 22. What's up?
I'm calling because, like, my boyfriend, whenever we fight, he's like, I'm going to leave you.
Yeah.
And why does he do that? Like, we've been together almost 6 years.
Because that's probably what he feels like when he's fighting. He wants to get out.
But why does he do that? I mean,
Why does he feel that? Why does he feel that way?
We were talking about that. Like, her boyfriend does it too. Like, we can fight over something so little and trivial, and it's like, I'm going to leave you.
Why does that shock you that an unpleasant encounter would cause you to say, gee, maybe this relationship isn't working out, I'm going to leave?
It just seems so fast, you know? Like,
well, you know what, Christina? I kind of agree with you, and what it means to me is that he's ruminating about this at other times.
Yeah.
And he's sort of thinking that maybe this is sort of wrapping up. And 6 years, you started when you were 16, that's the way these relationships sort of are supposed to go. And he may be sort of looking for, and not really wanting to leave, but moving in that direction when things are not going well.
You guys should break up.
You think so?
Yeah, you've been together since age 16.
And we've been living together since we were about 17.
Yeah, and you guys fight all the time now?
We don't fight all the time, but when we do, it's bad. And it ends with, like, I'm going to leave you, I hate you.
Well,
and we end up making up. But
well, what does bad mean?
When we fight,
what does bad mean? Does he hit you?
No, he doesn't hit me.
You hit him?
No. Well, I have.
All right, so this is
gotten in situations, but it's never been like extreme.
All right, well, it sounds kind of extreme. It sounds like it's really sort of a sick situation, possibly.
Really?
You're hitting each other?
He works in construction.
Yeah. Loser.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. You could do better, and so could he. How does that work?
Thank you. That's really great. I'm glad he
look, listen, people should not be with the same people they were with in the 10th grade when they're 22 years old. They just shouldn't. Or you get married. Why aren't you guys married yet?
I don't know.
You fight too much?
We don't fight that much, but when we do, it's bad.
All right.
How often do you fight?
I don't know.
How often do you fight?
Probably about every 2 weeks.
And what
There's
about
like a big blow up?
What about marriage? Has that been spoken of?
That is very often, by the way.
Yeah.
Really? That's a lot?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it wasn't that much.
For a guy in construction with a 22-year-old chick, it's not that much. But
well, he's the same age.
Yeah. Why don't you talk? Have you spoke about marriage?
Totally. Like, we live together. Like, we've lived together the whole time. Like, we're totally committed and everything.
Well, what about marriage?
It's just not that important. It's just like a piece of paper, you know?
Christina, that's BS.
Why?
That's what he says. That's not what you feel.
Ooh, you'd like to get married, Christina?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
But he doesn't want to get married. Yeah. Okay. Hey, he may not be the one, baby.
Okay.
Find yourself a guy out of the trades, you know?
Like, what should he do?
Not
Not construction,
No. Something with computers.
But that's so boring.
I know, but this guy, he drinks too much. He's sunburned all the time.
He doesn't drink that much. He smokes weed all day.
Smokes weed all day. Yeah, listen, I know these construction guys. It's either weed or it's booze. It's one or the other. Or they've had 8 502s and 5 restraining orders, and they're off of everything now. And now it's just 3 pots of coffee, chain smoking, and Ultimate Fighting Championships on weekends. These are my people. I grew up with these people.
Let's go to break.
All right. Well, these are the guys who call their kids the kid.
Yeah.
I like that. The
old lady.
And the kid and the old lady climbing up my ass. Try to come home, catch a buzz, and relax. The kid and the old lady.
Co-sign their BS. They sign right on. Oh, that wedding stuff is just a piece of paper. That's BS.
All right. We'll be back.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191 live 105. This is LoveLine 105.3 KITS San Francisco. Live 105.
Hey, y'all. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Special Halloween lightning round coming up tonight.
Oh, boy.
I've gone to the fax machine. I picked up some weather reports coming in from around the Southland. Traffic, of course. Very important, especially on the radio. We all know how many times traffic has made a positive. Well, the traffic report. It's, put it this way. I've heard 20,000 traffic reports in my life, and it's saved my ass probably 2 times. So it's a shock. It's fine. Mostly I hear the traffic reports from my house while I'm getting ready to leave in the morning and pay no attention to them. But then,
the morning television picks them up too now, so it's good. So you got them on radio and television. It's good.
Is there anything, I really mean it, can you think of a subject that has more time dedicated to it that means less to everybody than traffic reports? You know what I mean? You got helicopters buzzing around in the air. They're breaking in every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And yet, it doesn't seem to matter because you take the same goddamn route to work every day. That's it. And by the way, if everyone did start paying attention to traffic reports, then everyone gets off the freeway at the same off-ramp, and that's all backed up too. At least out here in L.A. But we got some traffic, we got some weather coming up, maybe a surf report.
And of course the time.
It's important to get the time in. Yeah, it's never one of those radio things where you got to kill a lot of time. Ron?
Hello, Adam. Hey, Drew, how you doing?
What's happening, Ron?
Big fan of the show.
Thank you.
I want to know, do monkeys masturbate?
Yes.
All right. Hey, you have a good one, man.
All right, Ron. Take care, bro.
Keep partying.
All right, keep it up.
Whoa.
That's just a sample of what you guys are going to be getting in about 10, 15 minutes.
Ron.
Ace Rockola hits the
Ron
air.
is kind of a ace guy. I think he's in radio?
Probably. Really had the voice for it. David?
Yes.
What's up?
Not too much. Got a couple questions for you. Just
all right.
The first one I really want to know. I have problems talking to girls that I don't really know. I can't hit on girls, like go to a bar and get numbers.
I don't think either Adam or I could ever do that.
Well, I can now because I'm literally a millionaire.
But when you were
literally,
think about it. When you were 22, forget it.
Nah,
forget it.
Yeah,
no way.
Well, the thing that's confusing me is I'm a very outgoing guy. You know, I can run around parties butt naked without having to drink a beer to begin with, you know?
Right.
But whenever it comes to talking to a girl, I turn beet red and I get really stupid. And
well, so you compensate by running around naked.
You ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I've had, actually I just got out of a relationship with a girl.
Uh-huh. How'd you get that girlfriend?
We've known each other for about 10 years.
All right. And have you ever met a girl and asked her out on a date anywhere?
No, couldn't do it.
You couldn't ask somebody out?
No.
Huh.
If you ever go to a party and talk to anybody?
Nope. Mainly guys. Just go up and, you know, shoot the breeze with them.
And now, are you, you're a single guy now, right?
Yes, I am.
What do? You go to school?
I'm going to school, trying to get a job back in the IT field.
Well, but where are we going here, though? Because it's just so normal.
Yeah.
In fact, we sort of prefer guys like this, right?
Yeah, it means you're not an a-hole.
Yeah, it means you're normal.
Well,
it's painful, it's awful, but you'll have your time in about 10 years.
If he feels it's a problem, then, you know.
Yeah, but what 22-year-old doesn't think that's a problem? Really, seriously.
Okay, but I agree with you, Drew, but at a certain point, if it's below a certain point, I mean, if you're absolutely petrified to...
If you cannot,
Well, look, drink a few beers and just go up and start talking to someone.
Well, no, how about have friends introduce you, that kind of thing? You use more social convention to get to meet people and talk to them.
Robert?
Yeah.
You're 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
All right. I went to a friend of mine's church with him. He invited me and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And he teaches a youth group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, afterwards, these 14, 15-year-old girls started coming up and hitting on me, asking me to go out with them, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was making me really uncomfortable. So, anyways, afterwards, I went and talked to my girlfriend about it. And she said, well, what about me? Don't that make you feel like a child molester? Because she's 16 and she's the first girl I've ever dated younger than me. She was just kidding around about it, but it's really been bothering me. Ever since then, I've been having a hard time getting intimate. And when I do get hard,
are you worried about there being a legal problem here?
Huh? Oh, no. Her mom and her dad's totally fine with it.
Oh, boy. Yeah. So what's the problem?
Yeah, he's giving me the creeps, though. I don't understand this. So what?
Ever since she said that, I've had a hard time becoming intimate with her.
She means she just brought to your attention that she's 3 years younger than you?
Yeah.
You saw?
B, there's something lurking in you that's just weird and dark and strange and effed up. Or C, bogus call. No, or
doing drugs.
Yeah, what's up? Who cares? You knew you were banging a 16-year-old the whole time.
Yeah.
She doesn't think you're a child molester. Do you feel that badly?
It made me feel uncomfortable.
No, it didn't. Then what else? What else is going on in your life?
Well, she's one of my sister's best friends.
Yeah.
That's actually how I met her. And my stepfather, my grandfather, and my cousin's husband were all child molesters.
Oh, well, okay, now there's something.
Yeah, so you've been around this, or maybe affected by it.
You have like a rich, proud
family tradition
of raping kids.
Oh, funny.
Well, some people, breed thoroughbred horses, and other folks are firemen, and that goes all the way back. And
well, two of them I put into an ICU.
Two of what?
Huh? Intensive care unit.
Two of what?
Two of your family members?
Yes.
Why? What'd you do to them?
Huh? I beat the living.
Ooh, with the S word.
Because they tried to do something to you, or they had done something to you?
Because I didn't know about my grandfather until afterwards. But when I found out about my cousin's husband raping his daughters, and when I found out about my
all right, so you got some heavy...
This is... Oh, please, Anderson, don't screw around. Robert, this is a big issue for you.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And you're a violent, aggressive guy, and so I would also...
Actually, I'm a very peaceful guy.
Well, look,
most of the time, except when you become violent.
I don't mind you beating the crap out of some child molester. I'm fine with that. But okay, here's the deal, Robert. You have this in your history. You may be a little bit freaked out in that you may worry about yourself sometimes and that you have this family history of this, and you think maybe you're capable of it.
He's
somebody
around
pointed that out.
Somebody may have gotten to him. He may be repressing this and acting it out by attacking people who remind him of that in himself.
All right, you're probably right. So Robert.
Yeah.
Are you doing okay? You don't have any interest in any young people, right?
No.
Right, and
like I said, she's the first girl I've ever dated.
You doing okay in life?
Yeah, I'm a 19-year-old.
Just make sure.
And not all construction workers are drunk, drugged out.
No, but you wait. Most of them are.
A lot of them are.
All right, Robert, but the deal is, though, when you're 24, you need to be dating a 16-year-old then. That's what you got to keep an eye on.
You're doing fine, Robert. I'm sorry about your family.
And they probably were sort of physically abusive family members.
Bad family. Yeah. Stay away from your own family. Stay with this girl. That's fine. Don't get her pregnant. Don't hurt her. Stick with your job. Everything's good.
Yeah. Keep it in balance.
That's right. Just, got to keep on keeping on. Am I right, Drew?
That or the toxins will catch up with you.
That's right. Steve? More toxins. You're 40?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Well, I called, those porno lines.
You're 40?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
And I call those porno lines, and what I do is I disguise my voice like, a woman, and try to meet.
What does that sound like? How do you disguise your voice?
Let's pretend.
Huh?
Now, you disguise your voice as a woman, and you talk to other guys, and you screw with them?
No, other women.
Other women.
I'm really, fascinated by lesbianism.
Okay.
You want to be a lesbian.
Give me your girl voice.
Okay, hold on, because you're making me laugh right now.
All right.
Okay, just a minute.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Okay, hold on.
Because I could see him doing it. Well, he sounds like Wayne Newton. You know what Wayne Newton sounds like, Drew? Like a teenager?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I do have kind of a high voice. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Hello, my name is Cindy. How are you? Uh-huh. Okay.
I just got off. Wow, that's good. That's great. So you call and you talk to lesbians as Cindy, and you do all that stuff where you go, I'm touching myself. My clit is throbbing.
What's scary? He might be talking to other guys like himself.
Right.
I talked
probably 4 other guys on there doing a fake voice.
Yeah. Do you ever think about? I mean, the transsexuals I've dealt with, male to female, all did it in order to have lesbian relations with women.
Oh, you mean a sex change operation?
Yeah.
I've thought of that.
See, isn't that interesting?
Ooh,
that's where this goes.
Wow. So, I mean, here's the bottom line, Steve. You're feeling like an effed up guy.
Like a weirdo, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, how about a little therapy maybe to look into some of that stuff?
I mean, why would I? I mean, I've heard other guys are, fascinated by watching lesbians and
but there's a certain syndrome where guys want to be a lesbian.
Oh.
And that's actually one of the more common reasons they get sex change operations.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
And you're married?
Uh-huh.
Right. And so you have a family?
Yeah.
Okay, so
stay focused.
You owe it. Now here's the deal. This is a job. I mean, here's what I want to say. As a dad, with kids and a wife, you are the skipper of a ship. You cannot get drunk and fall asleep at the wheel. You will go into the rocks. You understand? You owe it to the other passengers. Yes, I want to say this to all parents. Your kids are passengers on your ship.
On the Minnow.
You must, the SS Minnow. You must stay vigilant and sober. And that doesn't mean calling chicks pretending to be a lesbian 4 times a day. And if you do that, you got to get some help for it. Because you'll turn these kids will be loonier than tunes.
I just think about how these people that are attacking us from the outside world must, you know what I'm saying?
Just the point is,
this stuff is, hey, there are values, there are important, there are certain priorities in life. Stick with them. Right now you have other lives that you're responsible for.
That's right.
Don't go down that slippery slope of acting out some remnants of your past. That is not okay.
Control yourself. If you can't, you got to get some help. We'll be back with the lightning round.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back. Live 105. Live LoveLine back on Live
105. Oh, spooky! I want to suck your microphone. Hey, everybody, blah, 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 blah. Live in the LoveLine. Smack dab moon. Fast do I remember. That was my good partner, Dr. Drew. I'm Ace Rock all over here, Dr. Drew. Hot, hot, hot. Happy Halloween, all my ghouls and goblins. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little weather out there. We got traffic going on. Slow and going the 118. Look out for brake lights on the 405. We got a mattress out in number 3 lane. That's northbound 5. And we got a traffic break we're running on the 4-level exchange. Weather looks like Alhambra's coming in 48, Time Bar 51, Hawthorne 50, Arcadia's 57, Montebello 55, put on a sweater, El Segundo 56, Buena Park 49, look out, it's cold over there, look opposite of that. La Habra coming in 61, Montrose 52, Cerritos 53, Southgate checking in at 49, and Upland coming in at 55 degrees. Let's check the time real fast. 11:48 and 20 seconds. That's 11 minutes and 40 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up. The witching hour, midnight. I'm Ace Rock Holmes, a good old other partner, Dr. Drew. Let's hop back on the phones and take some of your calls. First. Yeah, what, Drew?
Yeah.
All right, we're getting on the phones there?
You go.
All right, you want to get Surf Report in, but we go to news? We got to go to news in a minute. We want to get Surf Report in.
Are you going to give the Surf Report today?
Tressel's coming in at 4 to 6. We got a swell out of the north. Zuma coming in 5 foot sets of 6. Rincon's overhead, so it's time to get out there. The Wedge coming in at 3 to 5 sets 6 seconds apart. And County Line's coming in 2 to 4. This is west of the north. High tide 5:45 a.m. Sunset, by the way, coming in at 5:33. Sunrise at 5:51 in the morning. Let's hop the phones. Let's check the time real fast. It's 11:49 and 20 seconds now. That's 10 minutes and 40 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up to witchy hour.
Witching hour. Tonight, of all night.
Yeah, there's little goblins over there. Let's hop back to the phones. Cerritos coming in 51, Hawthorne 50. Let's with the hop of the phone there, let's talk to Mark. Mark, you 21. What's going on there, partner?
Yeah, I was wondering...
Hey, Mark, where are you calling from? Buena Park?
Yes, sir.
Buena Park checking in 49 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how long steroids stay in your system.
Yeah, a little juice there. Giving them big biceps. What do you say there, Drewski? How long does steroids stay in your system?
Which ones?
Yeah. Which ones are you?
Anabol or Deca?
Anabol, Deca.
No, I don't know.
I dated those twins in high school. From Czechoslovakia. Hot. Yeah. Broke my heart, so I cried, masturbated.
I would think you would be.
Yeah, let's check the time real fast. Yeah, go ahead, Drewski.
I'm not sure on that one, whether it be weak or...
11:50 and 25 seconds, 9 minutes and 35 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up, Ace Rock Cole, good partner there, Jack. You're okay. Go ahead there,
Mark, aren't you concerned about what this is doing to you at 21?
Pardon?
Aren't you concerned about what this is doing to you at 21?
I'm only interested in doing like one cycle, and I've researched a little bit, and I heard that if you do one, that the side effects aren't.
Mark.
If you just do one, you won't get any side effects.
Hawthorne checking in at 50, El Segundo 56.
Are you having to screen for a test?
No.
For a sport or something?
Yeah, exactly.
How long after the injections?
I haven't even done the cycle yet. I'm contemplating doing it.
Mark, I don't want to check you off, but we got a little traffic here. We got slow and go on the 118. Look out for brake lights. Yeah, because what happens is people slow down the car and they hit the brake pedal, and then it activates the brake lights. Look out for brake lights. Some idiot left a mattress on the number 3 lane. Now that's northbound on the 5, so watch out for that. We've got a police activity on the 110. That's southbound 110 off the Hawthorne exit there.
Highway Patrol's running a break.
Highway Patrol's running a traffic break. That's coming off the 4 level where the 118 crosses the Santa Susana Pass there. And some morons trying to change a tire in the number 4 lane without pulling off the shoulder. So look out for that. Slow and go on the 118.
They canceled the SIG alert.
They did. They just lifted the SIG alert. That was on the southbound 5 coming out of the Hawthorne-Montrose area. Drew, is the traffic over here?
Number 2.
Did you help that person?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you did.
No, I don't know the answer to that.
Ben?
What's up?
Ben, you're 21.
What's going on, Adam?
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Point of Park checking in at 49, La Habra 61. Montrose 57, Cerritos 53. Southgate coming in Chile 49, Upland 55, Monrovia, and even 62.
What's up, Ben?
I like to say, Adam, man, you're hilarious, man. You rock.
Yeah, man. Tressel's checking in at 4 to 6. Wells out of the northwest at 10-minute intervals. Thank you.
What's going on?
What's happening over there?
Doheny and
in Rincon, they're walking the nose.
What's up, Ben?
Yeah, I had this question. I've been having this recurring dream about losing my front teeth.
Yeah.
Kind of spitting them out in the middle of the night?
Yeah, either that or it's like I'll be in a situation where I'm with somebody or like they'll fall out or they'll like come loose and just be hanging there.
Yeah, Drew, you know the answer to that one. Spit it out real fast. First, let me check the time. 11:52 and... No, it's 11:53 straight up, 7 minutes away from the top of the hour, straight up the witching hour on a big Halloween night. You're smack dab in the middle of lightning round. Fastest 8.5 minutes of radio. I'm Ace Rock Dollars, a good part over there, Dr. Drew. Upland checking in 55, Southgate 49. Cerritos 53, got a traffic break running on the 118. And Tressel's checking in at 4 to 6 overhead. It swells every 10 seconds. Go ahead there, Drew.
Ben, the teeth falling out thing is you often grinding teeth at night? And
grinding teeth at night, yeah. Zuma checking in at 5 feet.
Of anxiety.
Rincon's overhead. Wedge coming in at 3 to 5 feet with set to 6. 12 to 6.
Tim, quick.
Going down the county line. What line do you want to go to there, Drew?
3. 4.
Line 4, line 3, or line 4? What is it, buddy?
Kim. 19.
Hey, Kim, you're 19. What's going on here? How can we help you? You sound hot.
Hi,
You sound hot, baby.
Ow! Thanks.
Where are you calling from, El Monte?
Yeah.
Yeah, El Monte's checking in at 54 degrees.
What's your question? Quick, we have a few seconds, Kim, go.
Real quick, my question. The morning after pill, if I can't get it, can I use the regular pill?
Which pill you got?
Or the tricycline?
Or tricycline, what do you say?
No. I mean, yes, you can, but no. They better get the morning after. You need ethinyl estradiol and...
Let me check the time. Let me check the traffic. Slow and go on the 118. Look out for brake lights. We got a traffic break we run on the 5. We got a mattress in the back. Some moron is changing his tire on the 118, and they've just lifted the SIG alert that's coming off the 5 northbound.
So if
you people are heading out to the airport, you're going to want to take the La Tierra exit over there because we got a spilled load over there. Bobcat is collided with a moped. It ain't pretty over there.
Right now.
Drew's going to spill up. We're going to take ourselves a break. Drew.
What was that?
We'll be right back.
All right, guys. Bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline. The Dateline.
877-889-DATE.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back. Live 105. LoveLine on Live 105.
Hey, everybody. Well, happy Halloween, all you ghouls and goblins out there. It's never goblins and ghouls, is it? It's always ghouls and goblins. Yeah.
Whatever.
I'd like to swap that around. I'm going to make that my life's work. And thanks for listening. Hope you had a safe time tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night with more shows.
Indeed.
So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
All right. So, Drew's looking extra gay tonight? Extra super gay. Extra super gay.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.